Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So of course welcome to this video where we are talking about a lot of new makeup releases that are coming up or that have just launched. Beyond that, I know you don't see me very often like this in a very subdued and kind of neutral look, but I have a lot of official appointments to go to today, and that's why I'm just being smart and I look like that, you know. So now you get to see me like this. Usually I just look like that on my weekends because this is my weekend look, you know. But when I'm working, I actually wear colors. So if you've just found me, I'm Leorah. I'm a makeup artist and stylist. I am living for colorful makeup and colorful styling. Feel free to of course check out my channel for all my content and also all my social media, which is linked in the description box down below, so you can see what I am capable of and what I'm up to usually. Okay, sweeties, let us go in, and don't forget to subscribe, because that is also very important. Alright, sweeties, let us go in now with all the new releases. Mostly it is going to be of course indie and also some mainstream. So let us start with DedeSignature, because she has just revealed her newest palette, and that is the Neutral Wonder eyeshadow palette. I don't have a price for this, but you can see it's a 12 pan palette with mattes and shimmers. There are no pressed glitters in the palette. You do have 6 mattes and 6 shimmers or metallics, and this is what it is. I have no price. Beyond that, I can tell you from my own personal experience, because I have tried a lot of palettes from DedeSignature, that this is a very good quality formula that she has, and I assume it's the same formula that she keeps using. So that is a very good and workable formula, and also the metallic shades are super pretty. Okay, so of course this is a neutral palette, so this is not necessarily for me, but I think it is for a neutral palette from what I am from what I can judge about neutral palettes. I think it is very pretty, and it has the potential for a lot of drama, and it's also obviously going to be really workable also for darker skin tones, which just makes sense. So that is beautiful, and of course stay tuned for more information. Also, I do have a code with Dede. You will find all my discount codes in the description box down below. Now let's also talk about Colourpop, because they're releasing 2 things. First of all, the Gone Matte eyeshadow palette, which is an all matte big palette with 30 different shades, all matte, for $34. And with that collection you will also get 8 different shades of the blotted lips. Okay, the lip shades actually I find really pretty. Of course this palette is not made for me, but I'm sure a lot of people will like that a lot. For me it's for 2 reasons not made for me, because color wise, color scheme wise, and of course also because it's all matte. That is not my preference. I think all matte looks can look absolutely stunning. It's just not my preference. If I have a choice, it kind of turns out that I always have a choice, you know? So that is what it is. But then they're also going to come out super soon with the Stay Jewel collection, which contains of 6 different quads, and of course you can see them here, really cutesy. Now quads not really necessarily my thing either because it's just too small, but I know that people like this, you know. People love to have these little quads made for them, and like kind of sort of pre-sorted for them, because for a lot of people big palettes are very intimidating, and these little quads are just more workable for them, you know. And there's nothing wrong with it, it's just a different thing, you know, it's just different. Okay, so you do have those 6 shades. I do not have a price. This is going to launch on December 23rd. All right, sweeties, then let's also move on to another brand, and that is Beauty Island PR, and they're coming out with the El Yankee Rainforest palette. I do believe that this is how it's called. I'm going to have everything listed in the description box. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you will find the proper name there, and if I have butchered names, then I'm so sorry. I never do it intentionally. Okay, so you do have a 9 pan palette here, and of course you do have some warm green, and of course also like a beautiful bluish shades, and it is very pretty, honestly. Super pretty. And as far as I understand this post, this retails for $6. I don't know if this is a sale price or something, or if this is the true price, but it says here it retails for $6, which is just incredible. This palette looks really pretty. I kind of feel like, for me personally, I would have liked to have a little bit more depth in the mattes, because that is just my makeup style, but not everybody is like me. So this is available now in case you want to check this out. Then we should also talk about this palette from Yvette Beauty. Now this is a 9 pan palette with 3 shimmers and 6 mattes. The ratio is really really nice, I think. This brand is vegan and cruelty free, and this palette retails for $10. Now, this gotta be your makeup style, you know? You gotta really, really love this color family, and you gotta be really, really soft in your makeup style to really rock this palette. Now, is that me necessarily? No. I definitely would love to have more depth in the palette, as always, but again, that is just me. So, but if this is your style, then absolutely feel free to check it out. The price is really, really good, and I personally have not tried this brand, so I cannot really tell you about the formula or anything, so but please feel free to let people know in the comments what you think. Okay, then also let's talk about BBW Cosmetics. So they're coming out with an eyeshadow palette, and then also with 3 face palettes, which you can see. You do have, let's talk about the face palettes first. You do have the Pink Poison, the Royal Blossom, and the Backstage palette. Each of them retail for about $24 each, and then you of course do have the Golosa eyeshadow palette, which is quite a big palette with 56 shades. If I understand this right, 56 shades with mattes, shimmers, and glitters for $28. Okay, so I know nothing about this brand. I just wanted to really just throw it out there so you can make your choices and check it out, because actually the face palettes I like more than the eyeshadow palette. I'm always a little bit, you know, 56 is even too big for me, really, you know, but the face palettes actually look very, very intriguing. Of course, they're way too dark for me, but still, I think I can still appreciate beauty when I see it, even though it is maybe not made for me, you know? So that is what it is from BBW Cosmetics, and of course I'll have it linked down in the description box. Then the next brand I want to feature is By Your Own Desire, and they are coming out with 2 contour palettes, one of course a lighter version and one a darker version, and they retail for about $25 each, and this is how they look. Okay, also here the execution I think is really, really nice, and if you're into contour palettes, then maybe you want to feel free to check this out. Of course this is available right now from By Your Own Desire, and of course also this one is going to be linked in the description box. Okay, sweeties, Esme Beauty is coming out with their Christmas release, and this is called A Green Christmas. This is the eyeshadow palette with 15 green shades, mattes, shimmers, and glitters for $35. And then you do have also 3 lip kits with lip gloss and lip liner for $22 each, and 3 highlighter shades for $10 each. Okay, speaking about the palette, what do you think? What do you think I'm gonna think? I think this is really, really pretty, because I'm just in love with greens. What can I say, you know? And I also personally really like pressed glitters in the palette, if it's not like necessarily an overwhelming amount. There are certain brands who really rock the big amounts of pressed glitters in the palette and still give you nice options with also the mattes and the shimmers within the palette. Not everybody knows how to do it though. Now, I don't know enough about Esme Beauty to judge this, because this is, I don't know, is this the first palette I see from them? I don't know, but from what I can see, I think they did super, super well here. Also the shades of the lippies and also what I see of the highlighters. I have not seen any swatches yet, but this is what I know as of right now, and I think A Green Christmas, really, really nice, you know? If I were to celebrate Christmas, mine would be green, that's for sure. Okay, sweeties, Faceless Beauty is coming out with 2 different bundles. So one, let me just get this right. The Christmas Eyes Pressed Pigments. This is one of the bundles, which you can of course see they look super, super beautiful on those hand swatches. And then there's also another bundle which is called the Holidays Eyes Pressed Pigments. I kind of feel like I've spoken about the second release, but you can see both of them here, and I think they look super, super pretty. Do I have prices? Okay, for the second one, it's $13 a piece. Let me just try to find also the price for the other one in case I have it. For the whole bundle for $48. Okay, so that is what it is. Feel free to check out Faceless Beauty. This looks absolutely beautiful in case you are using pressed pigments a lot. Maybe that could be something for you. Okay, then let's also talk about Island Play Cosmetics, because they are coming out with this palette. This is their Masquerade eyeshadow palette, and I think this looks so, so cool. 16 shades with mattes and shimmers, retailing for about $32. This is available now, and I think color scheme wise this is absolutely fun. And also the outer packaging, everything looks like really, really fun, like a light-hearted but sexy palette, you know? That's how I see it. The fuchsia very, very much speaks to me. The green speaks to me. The blue speaks to me. It's like, yeah, you know? So yeah, that is Island Play Cosmetics. Then we have a couple of releases from for Artsec Cosmetics. They're coming out. Let's talk about the Fab 4 eyeshadow palette. This is a 9-pan palette with mattes and shimmers and glitters, and retailing for $27. Let me just skip around because I don't have them all at the same spot. Then we also do have the Presley eyeshadow palette, also with 9 shades, also with 3 mattes, 4 shimmers, and 2 pressed glitters. Is that true? Yeah, that's true. Okay, also available now for $27. And then I had a feeling there is another one. Yes, here it is. That's the Picasso eyeshadow palette. This is also, of course, 9 shades, but this is all matte. Okay, if you prefer that. Okay, sweeties, this is how they look. I think it is so nice that they're coming out with a whole variety of like different ideas, you know, and different executions of their ideas. I think that's really nice. I personally also absolutely do not mind the pressed glitter, as you know. I think that's really nice and workable for me personally, and this is how they look, so feel free to check that out. I have tried one palette from for Artsec Cosmetics, and I really like the formula. So that is what I can tell you. So feel free to just look it up. Then I also want to talk about a new brand for me, and this is Loveyjay Beauty, I think. Okay, Loveyjay, and they're coming out with the Dreamer palette. This is a 6-pan palette with 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 2 glitters, retailing for $18.50, and also this is already available now. Now here, I feel like I would love to have the darkest shade not being a pressed glitter but a matte, as you know. But sweeties, again, this is my makeup style, okay? So this is how I do makeup. There are a lot of people who do different makeup than I do, okay? So if this is something that you would like to check out, of course the color scheme is super lovely. So yeah, and dreamy, and kind of, you know, really what you get on the palette is what you get in the palette, which is nice. Okay, so feel free to check this out from Loveyjay Beauty, the Dreamer palette. Now, I also wanted to talk about the newest release from Lime Crime Makeup, because they're coming out with the Late Night Revel eyeshadow palette for $32. You do have 8 shades with mattes and shimmers, and then you also do have the Party Popper eyeshadow palette, not Party Pooper. That would be me. No. Okay, so the Party Popper eyeshadow palette, at least that's what it says here. Can I trust this? I hope it is really popper and not pooper, and I'm just making like stupid jokes here. Okay, so the little quad retails for $19 and the bigger palette for $32. And in the quad you do have, of course, 4 shades with matte, shimmers, and yeah, that is it. Okay, both of them are available now, and I think they look cute. They look cute for what they are. Is this necessarily for me? Maybe not, but I think overall this looks really cute. Okay, now let us talk about something that we spoke about already maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but just about the outer packaging, and that was from Florian Cosmetics. And I know that I spoke about Queen Pothos because it said that on the outer packaging, and I have no idea what that is. Now you guys let me know in the comments that that is actually a plant, right? Yeah, okay, so Queen Pothos, the eyeshadow palette from Florian Cosmetics with 18 shades, mattes and shimmers, and this is coming soon. Stay tuned. I don't have a price yet, but color scheme wise, sweeties, yeah, I can see this, you know? That is kind of a little bit more my piece of cake, yeah. Very pretty from Florian Cosmetics, coming soon. Now let's also talk about Colored Rain. We also spoke, I think, last time about Colored Rain, but now they're coming out with more. And this is the new botanical collection. So this collection was designed by Doodles by the Bunny. And if you're not following that person on Instagram, please do so, because this person is so creative that it is unreal. And I wish the things that she creates, like all of it, would be released. This person should have a brand. It's like, seriously, you know? So she got, I think it is a she, honestly I don't know, this person, that's why I say this person, sounds so stupid, but I kind of need to be careful these days. Okay, this person designed this collection for Colored Rain, and that is just so incredible, and it looks beautiful, you know? So yeah, so they're coming out with these palettes, and this is how they look. I think they should be live already by the time you're seeing this, so you will find, of course, more information than online. There's also lip products and blushes and stuff, so feel free to check this out, the botanical collection. Then let's also talk about Makeup Revolution, because they're coming out with a Bridgerton collab. Now last time or the time before we spoke spoke, of course, also about the Pat McGrath release, because she came also out with a collaboration release in collaboration with Bridgerton. I had no idea what that was. Now I looked it up. Sweeties, I don't have time to watch TV. I don't watch movies. I don't have time. I'm barely getting through the day just getting my work done. You know, so that's why I don't know these things. I also don't feel like I even miss it, because why? I cannot, you know? Like, yeah. But this looks really, really nice. I think this must be a very, very nice series. And, you know, I'm very much up for like romance and stuff. But yeah, okay, so this is of course a new palette in the Forever Flawless line. I do own one of those Forever Flawless palettes. I kind of feel like I have outgrown, personally, I have outgrown Makeup Revolution. I do not plan to buy any more things from Makeup Revolution, at least when it comes to eyeshadows. So that is just my personal thing. But if you feel like, you know, you're rocking the formula and this is what you want, then feel free to check this out. This is of course a very, very soft palette, which can look absolutely beautiful and kind of also fits into the theme and into the makeup style from back then, you know, from Bridgerton. Okay, so you do get 6 mattes and 12 shimmers, and it's available now for about $16. All right, then let's move on to this one, which is from Joannes Beauty. I wonder if this is also a new brand for me. It might be. So this is the Mini Gingona eyeshadow palette. Okay, so this doesn't really look that mini, but when you see it in relation to the hand that is holding the palette, then you see how big the palette is. This is available now for $25. You get 20 shades, 13 matte shades and 7 shimmers. Super brilliant ratio of mattes and shimmers. Really, really nice. And this is how she looks. Also, this of course is a very, very fun palette, dark. You know, which is nice for me personally. I love palettes like this because I think they make a lot of sense. They're also very, very suitable for a lot of skin tones. Of course, if you're very fair like me, but you're scared of dark shades, or you don't know how to handle them, then it's a little bit difficult. But if you're a private person, you can always pull in something else. You know, it's not like everybody sits here and reviews a palette. So that is what it is. Feel free to check out Joannes Beauty with the Mini Gingona eyeshadow palette. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but okay. Yeah, let's also talk about a sneak peek from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, because there is going to be a new palette. It's coming soon in 2022, and these are the first 4 shades. Now, this is just a screenshot from an Instagram story, but of course more stuff will be coming up and we will be talking about this. Just wanted to kind of put this out here because it is very, very exciting. And this brand, it's also a brand that I definitely want to try at some point, Glaminatrix. It's a very, very intriguing brand. Okay, sweeties. Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, we're talking about her like almost every week, aren't we? Yeah, so she's coming out with the Paint Me Chrome palette, and this is how she looks. 14 chrome shades. This brand is cruelty-free and paraben-free, and this is launching on December 25th, and I think it's pretty. Is it now something that I would necessarily buy? Considering the size of my collection, maybe not necessarily. I'd rather buy a palette that also gives me the mattes. You know, it just makes more sense for me personally. But if you want to, then please feel free to check this one out and go ahead and buy it by all means. Okay, Prisma Cosmetics is coming out with something super, super nice. They're coming out with new multi-chrome glitters, and this is how they look. And look at the swatches, and just like take a second and just go, ah. Yeah, this is how I felt when I saw this. I felt like, yes, girl. Yes, this is beautiful. I love it. So this is coming soon. I don't have a price. I don't have a date, but boy, oh boy, these swatches are everything. Living for it. Absolutely. So, so beautiful. Okay, so that is Prisma Cosmetics. Now let's also talk about Fashion Killer Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Fall For You eyeshadow palette for $35. 8 mattes and 8 shimmers. And then there's also a contour palette. Okay, also the palette and also the face palette is of course made for darker skin tones, you know, and I'm doing like this because the eyeshadow palette I could absolutely rock. It's just that the face palette would be way too dark for me, but maybe that is for you. Then absolutely feel free to check this out. The palette is really, really pretty for a fall palette. you know? And also color scheme wise, it is not unworkable for me. I think it's really, really pretty, and also the outer packaging of both palettes is really, really spectacular. And of course also you see on the face palette that this is a face palette that is made for a darker complexion. Okay, sweeties, the contour palette retails for $27 in case I forgot to tell you. This is from Fashion Killer Cosmetics. Then let's also talk again about Tammy Tanuka, because she is coming out with the Night of Decadence eyeshadow set. So you do have 16 shades, and this is coming soon. And sweeties, look at the swatches though, like really, you know, this is so beautiful. Oh boy, the finger swatches and also the arm swatches, everything is spectacular. It just looks so beautiful. That's all I know. It's coming soon. I don't have a price and I don't have a date, but I definitely just wanted to show you because boy oh boy, like this is drool worthy, like really. Okay, yeah. Okay, in case you hear bumping and beeping, it's the garbage brigade picking up the garbage right outside my house. Okay, sweeties, we're pushing through. Yeah, Kiki Sun Beauty is coming up with the all fired up eyeshadow palette. This is how she looks. 15 shades with mattes and shimmers available now. Now this looks like a palette for my daughter, and I'm saying that because her nickname is Kiki. I have to tell her about this brand. Kiki Sun Beauty. Okay, and also she is super good in drawing anime, and we're actually signing her up for an art school to go into an art school now from 7th grade on. And she would love this. She would absolutely love this because she could draw this like big time, no problem. Like would take her a half an hour, you know? She's really talented. I don't know where it comes from because it does not come from me. No. So yeah, so let's talk about the palette. The palette looks really fun. A very cool color scheme really, with the blues and the pinks. And let me see, is there pressed glitters? No. This is mattes and shimmers, and I think it is very pretty. So definitely feel free to check out Kiki Sun Beauty because this is available now. Okay, sweeties, Marc Wiley has come out, or will be coming out I should say, with the Opulent Dream eyeshadow palette. Now this is his newest palette with 18 shades, and this is going to arrive shortly on December 31st, okay? For the new year, get glammed up with the Opulent Dream palette. Okay, sweeties, I'm just touching myself constantly here because it just feels good, just saying, okay? So don't worry, I'm fine. It's just, I don't know, doesn't it feel good to like do this? Sorry Marc, I was talking about your palette. So this retails for $29. I have tried his formula. I have 2 palettes from Marc. I really like them a lot. And yeah, and this of course is very suitable for so many needs, you know? You do have super bright colors, you also do have rosy or mauve shades, which is a preference of a lot of people, and then you also do have warm neutrals in the palette, and I think that is very brilliant. You know, how he's designing his palettes, I think is very creative, and this palette is going to like serve a lot of people, you know? So $29, releasing on December 31st, and I also do have a code with Marc. You will find it in the description box down below. Okay, now let's move on to Copacetic Cosmetics because they're coming out with the new quad for January, and this, sweeties, gives me Valentine's Day vibes, it gives me spring vibes, it gives me hope for life in general. These 4 shades, super pretty, like really. This is coming soon. It's called the So Fetch eyeshadow quad. I don't know what that means, but I think that is so cute. It looks really nice, and it is kind of already the next step like into spring, and I think it is very nice, especially also because in my country basically spring starts in January already. We have a very short winter, so I'm kind of already gearing towards spring. So this is super pretty from Copacetic Cosmetics, coming super soon. Okay, sweeties, let us also talk about Natasha Denona because she's coming out with 2 new products. So we do have the Mini Biba palette with 5 shades for $25, and then the Rosé or Rose Cheek Duo with 2 shades for $19. This is now available for pre-order. Actually the Cheek Duo is really nice, and of course the 5-pan palette is also okay. It has, at least it has nice depth in it, and stuff, it's of course not going to be for me. This is not going to hold my attention for longer than a weekend, you know, but maybe you like small palettes, and of course maybe if you're traveling and stuff, then maybe this makes a lot of sense for you. So this is now available for pre-order in case you want to check out Natasha Denona. Yeah, okay, sweeties. I'm still upset with her, so I'm not going to buy this. Okay, Queen Melissa's Cosmetics is coming out with the OC Queen collection, and this contains of the palette, which retails for $26, and a mirror for $9, and the whole bundle for $32. This is available now. Also, this, I have to say, this palette, kind of fall vibing, but sweeties, these palettes, the fall themed palettes, are the most beautiful in the whole year, if you ask me, you know. I think this is really, really pretty, and of course also here you do get a lot of depth in the palette, and the middle row, it looks like, I don't have the best picture here, but it looks like the middle row could also be like leaning into maroon, you know. I think it is more than just brown. I think it leans more into maroon also. In the bottom row you do have the cool dark browns, you know, and of course the green shimmer. I think it is really, really pretty, and of course feel free to check this out. This is available now from Queen Melissa's Cosmetics. Okay, sweeties, pout and shout. We are going we're going to pout and shout, and sweeties, this time this is about cats, and this is where it gets personal because I love cats, sweeties. Okay, so we do have the 9 Lives eyeshadow palette, also just the concept of a 9-pan palette, focusing it on cats, and they're, you know how one says that they have all these lives, and then making it like that is just, she's so brilliant, this person. 9 shades, handmade, vegan, upcycled, professional, sanitized packaging, and this is available now, and you can pay anything between $19 and $33 depending on what you can afford. I think this brand rocks. I have not ever tried this brand, I have to admit, you know, but sweeties, this woman is killing me. Is it a woman? Sweeties, let me know. I don't know, but this person is killing me with the cute creativity and being so special in like the best possible way. You know, I think it's absolutely incredible. Yeah, okay, Leorah is excited. Okay, City Color Cosmetics is coming out with their Be Bold liquid pigments, which you can see here. So you do have 5 different shades, and each of them come in a matte and in a shimmer, because it's dual-sided. So you get one matte on the side, and then on the other side you get a shimmer. Wow, that Leorah, okay. Really? Okay, so $6 a piece, or for the whole bundle you'll pay $22, and this is available now. I think also this looks actually really, really nice. Am I the person to do a look with like 2 shades? Not necessarily, but of course you can also mix them and stuff, so feel free to check this one out in case this is something for you. Liquid eyeshadow is in general not necessarily like, not my preference, not what I do, but maybe you do, so please feel free to check this out. Then let's also talk about this one. This is a collaboration between Flower Beauty and Charlie's Angels and Drew Barrymore. Okay, so there you see her, of course, on the cover, and this palette includes 8 different shades and finishes, and this is coming soon to their website. Yeah, this palette is very neutral, and for me personally also here it just lacks the depth. It's not my makeup style, but you know, there are a lot of people who would wear just that, so you know, this is what it is. So in case you are interested in that, this is coming super soon. Then let's talk also about a super exciting sneak peek from Nomad Cosmetics. Sweeties, up to Snow Good. Are you up to Snow Good again? Yeah, so they're sneak peeking their newest palette. This is coming in January, the Up to Snow Good palette. I'm so excited. Now, I am on the PR list from Nomad Cosmetics, so but I haven't seen it yet either. You know, sometimes we see stuff like behind the scenes, but I haven't seen this either, and I think they're coming out with super cool stuff. So let us see what is behind this once we know more. Alright, so this is coming in January, and I'm definitely going to keep you updated, and I'm pretty sure you will see it here on my channel. Okay, also I do have a code with Nomad. Feel free to use it. It's in the description box. Okay, sweeties, Tarte is coming out with the Shape Tape Cloud Coverage Foundation. Just wanted to throw that in because we rarely speak here about foundations. This This foundation is coming in 21 shades. It has a sun protection factor of 15, and then of course they're listing all the ingredients, fine, and it retails for $39. It is available now. Now, would I ever pay $39 personally for foundation? I would not buy anything else anymore if I would have to buy one foundation tube for $39. I would buy the whole collection for $39. It's like, really, who can pay money like this? I can't, but yeah, it looks good enough. I don't know, but I have not tried anything from Tarte really. I do have 2 palettes that I have not used in probably like 4 years, but that is what it is. So feel free to check this out in case you have been looking for exactly that and you can afford it. Then, you know, by all means, you rock. You rock life much better than I do, probably. Okay, sweeties, MAC is coming out with the Lunar New Year 2022 spring collection. And this is how it looks. Now, this is going to become available on January 7th. And you have, of course, a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. You do have 3 matte lipsticks, 4 liquid lipsticks, and 2 brushes, and also a highlighter. Honestly, when I looked at this, just like from the side, I thought that this is the collection that that Pat McGrath came out with just the other day. You know, I was like, oh, another picture of that collection. It kind of feels like this is what we're doing now. Even though I have to say that Pat McGrath is coming out with a lot of stuff that looks very similar. You know, I don't think there is really a lot of new creativity in what she's coming out. It is always very workable and very classy and very beautiful. It is just not really necessarily something new. You know, and the same I feel also about this one. I think it's beautiful, you know, but is it something like extremely new that blows me out of my seat here? And not necessarily, but that is that's just what it is. Also, personally, I do not really like the formula of the MAC eyeshadows, so that is going to be a pass for me, but maybe you want to check it out because maybe you can rock it much better. Okay, sweeties, Solar Look is coming out with a quad, and that is the Lift eyeshadow palette, or the eyeshadow quad, with 4 shades, 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, and of course this is a Dirty Dancing inspired when Patrick Swayze lifted, what was her name, Jennifer Grey? Was it Jennifer Grey out of the water when they were practicing for their dancing? Ah, the good old days. Yeah, those were the days when I still had time to watch stuff, you know? That this is where I know still what happened. Now I don't know anymore. Okay, this is available now from Solar Look. Also here, I think the execution is super, super nice. For a quad, when you are releasing a quad, you better make sure that you're serving everything and every need. And I think they really did that here. I think it's very, very pretty. All right, sweeties, then something that I'm also super excited about is actually a sneak peek from Blend Bunny, because I have both palettes from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and they're sneak peeking another palette. I have no picture, but it just says here a couple more days till they show us more. So yeah, there's a new palette coming. Stay tuned. I will definitely talk about it. It is very likely that I'm going to have a palette here also on my channel, because Blend Bunny has kind of my heart and my soul. It's a very, very good eyeshadow formula, if you ask me, and super excited to see what she's coming up with. Yeah. Okay, sweeties, then let's also talk about Saints, Angels, Sinners, because there is a new palette coming, and this is the Galentine's palette, which is coming or already live. I'm not 100% sure, but this is how she looks, and super, super cute. Also, the outer packaging, the woman is really, really rocking it, you know, coming up with her concepts and like taking each of her releases into a different direction. It's really, really, really cute, while I have to say, while she's staying in her own thing. You know, she has her thing, but within that framework she is just going into different directions on different angles, and I really, really like it. And then there's also a new palette coming, which is going to be a 9-pan duochrome palette. Do I have a name for this already? Get Lucky. This is the Get Lucky palette. This is how she looks, and this is coming soon, or it is already live. I don't have the information as of right now. Okay, my lovelies, let us talk about LEORAHCOSMETICS next, because she is sneak peeking a new colorful palette. This looks like a 15-pan eyeshadow palette. I only have a video here as of right now, and the clue is that it's going to be candy colors, I think. Okay, that is all I know as of right now, but of course also about this we will still talk. And she's also coming out with new lipsticks. Okay, these are the Libellula Luxe lipsticks. I have actually tried at least one of them because I got it in PR, and that was really, really nice, you know? So yeah, they're coming out, or she's coming out with also nude and also more pink and colors. So feel free to check this one out. And of course, we're still going to talk about the palette once I have a proper picture. All right, sweeties, let's also talk about another sneak peek, and that is from Glamour Boutique. They're sneak peeking the Chillin' and Killin' palette. Okay, this is how she looks. There are 8 normal shades, I guess, and then 3 bigger ones. I have no idea what that means, if the bigger ones are the highlighters or is it the shimmers and everything else will be matte. I don't know. We'll definitely talk about it. And color scheme wise, I wonder, Chillin' and Killin' could be maybe a blue palette. Chillin'? Is Chillin' being cold and being blue and purple? I don't know. So we will definitely talk about that. From Glamour Boutique, this is coming soon. And the last item, or the last product that I want to talk about today, is from Sugar and Spice Lashes. They are coming out with more spice glosses. These are available now in 6 more shades. You see them here. Of course, they look super, super pretty. Very, very like mauvey tones, which is super, super flattering. I think, like in general, really, really flattering for everybody, kinda. You also see the swatches here, so you get an impression of the opacity, and that is what it is. I do not have a price here right now. Okay, sweeties, everything is going to be linked as far as I can, and you can then feel free to do your own research. Okay, sweeties, this is what it is. We made it through another week, and I really enjoyed it. Now I have no excuse to stay longer in front of the camera, which is really, really horrible. I would really prefer to stay here with you guys, but yeah. Okay, real life also needs to happen, of course, and especially as a mother of 7 who all of these appointments are connected to my children. Nothing about me, you know, sweeties, just so you know. Yeah, but in any case, of course, I hope you did enjoy yourselves, and of course, leave me your comments in the comment section, as always, about what you're feeling, what you're doing, what you're buying, and what you're not buying. I would really, really like to know. Beyond that, of course, if you've made it till here and you haven't subscribed, then please do so right now, because this is the last chance for this video. And of course, check out my description box for ways to support my channel, for all my discount codes, and of course, my links to social media and the whole list of the products that I've been speaking about. And I shall see you here tomorrow for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses.